So like Dr. that there.
Professor Indika, don't you think the real problem here is Kerry Namukwala is not aware what has to be the emergency medicines that need to be purchased? So don't you think the Minister of Health himself should be a doctor by profession who has a technical knowledge, so he would know that the bureaucrats around him won't be taking in circles?
First, your statement that the minister was unaware, probably it's very unlikely because from the beginning, many professional organizations, including SLMA and several trade unions, everyone basically pointed out that there is no need to bypass the regular processes, because now we are very much aware, it was very clearly explained what are the checks and balances that are there, that were there in the system. From procurement or distribution, there are several checks and balances to make sure regarding the authority of the company and the registration and the quality. So all these aspects, there are several checks and balances. Even if one step fails, still there would be other checks and balances. So why, when so many experts were telling that there's absolutely no need to go for a way of registration or basically to open the floodgates, and that would lead to this kind of situation, even then, in spite of all this resistance or everyone pointing out, still the minister and the authorities went ahead with this decision. When it was pointed out that, experts like Dr. Ananda Vijayvikrama and several others pointed out, there's no need for way of registration. You can basically have there are enough provisions within the checks and balances. There are enough provisions if you want emergency purchases, and that could be done. So what has happened is deliberately opening the floodgates, and once that is done, there is no point of saying that we are not responsible, because once you open the floodgates, even after people pointing out that this can happen, then they are responsible actually. So that is what has happened. So you can't say that we don't know who has put our signature or the seal or whatever, because once you have removed that checks and balances, obviously
absolve himself
obviously you know wrong, that it can be manipulated. It's obvious, because once the balances are removed. So many of us actually raise that question: is it just a system failure, or is it actually a deliberate, purposeful sabotage of the system?
Sir, so